Hi everyone, Daniel Sessa here from Team Sessa Real Estate. I have your latest home prices and insights for Peel and Durham for week ending August 24th. Now if you've watched Toronto's video, you know my dad's on a break this week. He will be back next week, but we wanted to make sure you guys still had your content, and that's why I'm here today. Now, please, if you're buying a house right now, take advantage of the ability to put in a home inspection condition. Let me tell you why I'm saying this. So me and a buyer client, we went to go see a house. It was a house that they liked, but they didn't entirely love. They asked me though if I could monitor it. If I could monitor, see if there was any price change, because for the right price, they would consider it. Now, one of the things that made them really hesitant about the house was just about everywhere you turned, you saw what looked like a DIY fix. You saw faucets that had, mounds of caulking around them. You saw drywall, fresh drywall in certain spots. You saw, painted ceiling, painted portions of the ceiling, and kind of leads you to wonder what's behind the walls. And so sure enough, I'm monitoring the house, and one day all of a sudden I wake up, I check, and it's sold firm. And it wasn't sold at a price that was good enough to justify, whatever the condition the house is in, we can just fix it because we got such a good deal on it. It was actually sold for a pretty decent price, in my opinion. And so now that person had purchased this home firm. It's not like there was an offer date. This home had been sitting on the market for 30 plus days, and they just put in a firm offer. I can't imagine walking through that house and not advising a client to put a home inspection condition. Guys, the market right now is in a place where we have the ability to do this. Back January, February last year, if you put in conditions in your offer, chances are someone was prepared to go firm and you weren't getting a house. But now that we have a situation where you're able to put conditions, it's a lot more accepted now. Take advantage of that opportunity. You don't want to be left with repairs that could end up blowing the budget once you actually move into the house and realize all the problems that are there. That's my message for today. If you guys like this video, please share it, and let's get into the numbers. If you'd like to speak to us about your real estate situation, whether it's buying, selling, general questions, in the description below there's a link to a calendar. Click on that, schedule a time that works best for you. We'll make sure we're available so we can talk about whatever's on your mind real estate related. Now, let's get into the numbers for Peel and Durham here. This chart here shows you a breakdown of the average sales price for each region we're going to cover. Blue is Mississauga, green is Brampton, and red is Durham, which for us is Pickering, Ajax, and Whitby. Now, Mississauga's average sales price is currently sitting at $1,559,000. 43 homes were sold, detached homes were sold for week ending August 24th, and 8 of those homes had sold at $2 million or more. Now, $1,559,000, that is 2% lower than where we were at the same time last year, even though we had sold one extra home for that week, that was over $2 million. Now, median price is currently sitting at 6% lower than where we were last year, and it's sitting at $1,379,000 for detached homes in Mississauga. Sales, we can tell sales are drastically lower than where they were last year, 38% lower to be exact. And as you can see from the 3-month chart here, sales have been consistently lower this year than where we were last year. 26% of those homes that sold for that week sold at list price or more, meaning a quarter of the homes are selling at list price or more. Last year, that number was 44%, so definitely a lot less demand right now. Active listings currently sitting at 453 listings. We're actually down 6% from same time last year, but as you can see, we've been recently kind of outpacing where we were last year. So months of inventory is still in a seller's market. We're at 2.4 months of inventory with average days on market being around 23. So Brampton, this is always fascinating to me to see how high it's come up and then how quickly it's dropped back down. But we're sitting at an average sales price of 1,196,000 in Brampton. 51 detached homes were sold for week ending August 24th, and none of them had sold at over $2 million, which is pretty shocking because when you look at the peak, we were selling about 20 at $2 million or more each week, and so very drastic change from where we were. Now, that average sales price is 1% lower than where we were last year, and as you can see, last year at this time, that week, we had sold one property at $2 million or more. This week, 0. So median price is down 1%, average sold price is down 1%, and the median price is sitting at $1,135,000. So sales in Brampton, almost half of the sales that we had last year. So 44% lower than where we were last year. Sold at list price or more, 16%. So not many homes are selling at list price or more. A lot of them are going lower, especially when you compare it to the amount last year at this time. Last year at this time, we were at 79%. We're selling at list price or more. Now we're down to 16. You can see sales in Brampton have taken a steep dive from where they were last year. And yeah, things are not looking the best right now in Brampton. But active listings is currently sitting at 565 active listings, so it's dropped from the week prior. Listings in total to this point this year are down 11% from where we were at this point last year. And as you can see, we've kind of been on par to what we've been listing at this time last year. Months of inventory, still in a seller's market technically, although doesn't really feel like it. Still in a seller's market at 2.6 months of inventory, with the average days on market being 25. So Pickering, Ajax, Whitby, our Durham sample here, average sold price $1,128,000. 46 detached homes were sold in Durham, and 2 of those homes had sold for $2 million or more. Now, average sold price is 4% lower than where we were last year, even though this week, for this time, we had sold 2 extra properties than the same time last year. The average price is still lower. So median price is down 9% from where we were last year, and we're currently sitting at a median price of $1,048,000 for a detached home in this particular Durham sample. So sales are down 32%. About a third of the sales that we have last year sold at list price or more. We're at 39% sold at list price or more. Last year, that number was 93%, meaning everything was selling at list price or more. That was the era of the sold over asking signs that I'm sure you saw littered all over everywhere. And as you can see, again, looking at the 3-month chart, sales way down. Listings, active listings is sitting at 225, went down, and it seems to be going down for quite a few weeks now. Listings are down 2% overall to this point this year, and as you can see, again, kind of on par to what we were listing last year. Months of inventory is down to 1.1. There's no average days. Average days on market is currently 11 for homes in Durham here. But 1.1 months of inventory, that seems to be pretty aggressive seller's market, but it doesn't really feel like it, so it's kind of difficult to tell. I think a lot of people are actually taking their homes off the market, and that might be why, what's skewing the numbers a little bit here. But now let's look at Peel Condos. So Peel Condos, we're sitting at an average sale price of $616,000. We sold 31 condos in Peel for week ending August 24th, and one of them had sold at $1 million or above. So average sales price is currently 7% higher than what it was at this time last year, and we'd sold an extra property at $1 million or above. So median price is down 9%. So average price is up 7%, but the median price is down 9% year over year, and we're currently sitting at an average median price of $575,000 for Peel Condos. So sold at list price or more for Peel Condos is 16%. Again, not a lot of demand. A lot of these condos are being picked up below asking, And we can see there's been a big decline in sales there too, 30% less sales than we had last year. And it's very evident when you start looking at these 3-month charts here that we're selling substantially less than before. Active listings currently sitting at 537. Listings year to date are virtually the same as they were last year. And you can tell again that listings have pretty much been on par to where they were last year. Months of inventory is currently sitting at 4 months of inventory, so we're just at the border of a balanced market. Average days on market is currently sitting at 31, so basically a full month for Peel condos. And now a breakdown of all the regions here. So Mississauga, months of inventory went down. Brampton, months of inventory went up. Ajax, Pickering, and Whitby, months of inventory went down. And Peel condos, months of inventory went down. That's the report for Peel and Durham. Thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you again soon.